In September 2019, a former U.S. Air Force technician named Marcus Webb broke a 30-year silence. He had signed papers. He had taken an oath. But after his diagnosis, stage 4 pancreatic cancer, 6 months to live, he decided the truth mattered more than the consequences. He recorded it all in a single unbroken video. Sitting in his garage in rural Nevada, the desert wind rattling the corrugated metal walls behind him. In 1987, Marcus was 24 years old, stationed at a classified facility known internally only as Site 4, a name that does not appear on any public record of Area 51's hangar designations. His job was simple: monitor environmental control systems for what he was told was an experimental atmospheric research module. He worked night shifts alone in a small control room overlooking a massive sealed hangar door. For the first 11 months, nothing happened. He checked gauges. He filed reports. He went home. Then, in August 1987, during a routine 3 a.m. shift, the temperature sensors inside the hangar began reporting numbers that made no physical sense. Readings dropping to negative 180 degrees Fahrenheit within a sealed room that, according to every other sensor, was climate-controlled to a steady 68 degrees. Marcus assumed equipment failure. He logged it. He moved on. 3 nights later, it happened again. Same time, same temperature drop, same duration, exactly 17 minutes. On the 4th occurrence, Marcus did something he was never authorized to do. He activated the hangar's internal camera feed, a feed that, according to his clearance level, did not officially exist. What he saw, he said, he has never been able to fully describe. Not because he doesn't remember, but because language doesn't have the right shape for it. The hangar floor, he said, was covered in a thin layer of frost that formed in patterns, not random, but geometric, expanding outward from a central point like a frozen ripple in water, frozen mid-motion. And at that central point, suspended roughly 4 feet above the ground with no visible support, was something Marcus could only call a shape that moved like it was being remembered rather than seen. He said it was dark, not black, but an absence, like a hole cut out of the footage itself. And for those 17 minutes, every single piece of electronic equipment in the building, including his own wristwatch, recorded the exact same time, frozen, not advancing, not glitching, just stopped. When the 17 minutes ended, the frost vanished within seconds. The temperature returned to normal. The shape was gone. His watch resumed ticking from the exact second it had stopped, as if nothing had happened at all. Marcus reported what he saw the next morning. Within 6 hours, he was reassigned, not punished, not threatened, simply moved to a different facility, different duties, no explanation given. He never saw Site 4 again. He was told, in a brief private meeting with a man whose name he never learned, that some questions are better left as questions. For 32 years, Marcus said nothing. He married. He had children. He built a normal life on top of those 17 minutes, telling himself it had been a hallucination, a trick of sleep deprivation, a malfunction in the camera feed. But in 2018, his granddaughter, 6 years old, woke up screaming from a nightmare. When he asked her what she dreamed about, she described, in the simple language of a child, a dark shape floating in a cold room, remembering how to move. She had never been told the story. She had never heard the word Site 4 or Area 51 in her life. Marcus finished his recording, uploaded it, and shut off the camera. He died 4 months later.